What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Teach Henley because you see how the sun is hitting me. This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Teach Henley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people when I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Teach Henley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Teach Henley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. Thank y'all for tuning in for another edition of the Millionaire Morning Show. I am your host, Anton Daniels. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yeah. What's up, Kate Cooper? What's up, Only Morale Gilliori? Anton with a robe at. You want me to wear the robe in the studio too? Jesus. Listen, robe stays home. Robe stays home. You can't be having your robe out in the streets, can you? What up, Walk on Wood? Julia says good morning. William, where's the coat? You want me to wear a coat inside of the studio too? Okay. Tim Walz definitely the dumbest person ever. Messi said, what up, though? Stephanie, what up, Stephanie? What up, Nichelle? What up, Tabby? What up, Spaces? Purple Haze, West Park Ave. SR, what up, SR? Says robe slippers and a Hugh Hefner pipe. Jay, the executive in the building. Vanessa Marcel says, what up? I see why you have big on your wall. I see you have big on your wall, and why not Tupac? Well, that's because you got to let the artist do what the artists do. I don't put restrictions on people when they creating because I don't like people putting restrictions on me when I create. I think that the best people are able to create the best things when they're free to do what they want to do. So that's what I do. I don't go in and tell the contractors that's building the houses how to do their job. I don't tell the painters that paint the murals and the canvases how to do their job. I tell them what I'm looking for, and then I say, you give me your vision and do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we do it. I don't dictate what happens when an artist is trying to execute their vision. I just let them rock out. What's going on, family? Michigan State is too cold to me. Too cold for me. I feel you. May not be for everybody. Jesse Xavier, Tech with Toonie in the building. Says Ray Money says, I feel like a millionaire this morning. Good morning. It's one thing to feel like a millionaire. It's another thing to be a millionaire. Love that you're starting the show early again. I love it too. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Oh, housekeeping. Let's do some housekeeping before we get started with the show. So ran into a little bit of a kerfuffle yesterday on some business stuff, and we was taking care of business. So we moved the live stream. If anybody is on the Patreon, you know that I already posted it. I posted it this morning. So the business fireside chat and the Q&A is going to be tonight at 8:30 Eastern. 8:30 p.m. Eastern, okay? It is already up. It is already there. The link will be updated after the show because we got to make sure that everybody is where they're supposed to be. And we're going to do it at 8:30, all right? So this is the agenda for today. Obviously, we're doing the Millionaire Morning Show right now. We got 8:30 Fireside Chat on Patreon. So that link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. And then we doing after hours at 10 p.m. We moved after hours. Lots of changes going into the new year. After hours is now at 10 p.m. Eastern, not 10:30, not 10:45. It's at 10 p.m. So everything moved up. All right. Millionaire Morning Show moved up from 12:30 to 10 a.m. After hours moved up from 10:30 p.m. or 10:45 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. And then we got Patreon live stream tonight at 8:35, and it's already up. All right. So we good? Everybody know what's going on? Just opened your brokerage account last night. About to join the chaser soon. I just deposited like 20-something thousand into the brokerage just the other day, like 1 or 2 days ago or something like that. Let me see what I'm doing. As I bought some more, I upped my positions in a lot of different stocks. So I upped my position in Tesla, upped my position in SPY, upped my position in Republic Services, upped my position in Microsoft. We got a new stock club coming up, so I'm going to give y'all all of the plays of how much I did and what I bought. I also increased my daughter's positions in a lot of things. Let me see. Activity. Yep. Oh, 29. I deposited 29,000. Yep. So we made a lot of orders. You know what I'm saying? Made it happen, did what we did. So you got a dollar cost average, y'all. Got a dollar cost average. Keep dollar cost averaging. Just keep buying. Never stop. Don't always continue to repurpose. We're going to talk about it on Stock Club. We're going to talk about it on Patreon. And we're going to get to it. So I'm going to always show y'all the receipts because I would never tell you to do something that I'm not doing myself. Okay? I'm going to always show you the receipts because I'm never going to do anything that I wouldn't do myself. Shout out to Collard Greens Mycologist. Collard Greens Mycologist says, "Oh, that's an ugly baby picture." Anyways, let's not get distracted. Collard Greens Mycologist says this dude is an immigrant. He not Black America. How you know? You know my great-great-grandfather? You know my people from Dawson, Georgia? You went to Dawson, Georgia? I didn't even know people visited Dawson, Georgia. I didn't even know. That's an ugly fucking baby, though. I know that much. You don't know where I'm from, but I know your baby picture is ugly. And that's your baby picture, because that's one of them old baby pictures. You are old nigga. That's what you are. You are old, ugly nigga. That's what you are. And so we don't have no energy for old, ugly niggas in here. See, white people can't say it to you, but I'm going to tell you straight up with my chest. You's a ugly baby. That's what you was an ugly baby. You got an ugly black heart today, and that's where you live. You live in a tiresome space, in an ugly space, because you an ugly black baby. You was ugly then, you ugly now. And so congratulations. See, you don't know where I'm from, but I know you ugly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ready to get started with the show? For anybody that's new here, we call it the Millionaire Morning Show, but we definitely are the Millionaire Derailment Show. Okay? All right? We don't worry about We don't worry about what nobody talk about. We're going to do what we want to do when we want to do it. There is no strings on me. All right? I be wilding. What about them? So y'all not going to hold them accountable for what they said? For lying on me? Said, aren't you Nigerian? Yo, mama Nigerian. And I don't have anything against Nigerians. But your ugly mama is Nigerian. Yo punk ass daddy wear open toe sandals. Oh my God. All right, listen, we got to play around a little bit and get it out of our system before we get started with the show. Because once we get grooving, I'm going to start focusing while I'm on the show. All right. While I'm doing the articles and breaking down different things for y'all, I'm going to start focusing. I'm not going to get distracted no more. So we got to get it out of our system early, you know, and then we're going to go from there. They do be wearing open toe sandals in the wintertime. Feet be crusty. They always got black toenails too. What's up with y'all Nigerians and y'all black toenails? Where y'all get that from? Y'all brought that shit over here. That's one of the things that y'all brought over here. Honestly, I think that you're here to distract me, Messi. Nigerians brought black toenails to the United States of America. That was their gift to us. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck happened, but they brought black toenails. You know what I'm saying? What is that? Such is life. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Let me read some of these cash apps. They really do, especially here in California. That's because they be still having a feed out, and they ain't got nothing to do. They ain't got nothing better to do to keep on sweeping the porch. Mike that dude. Shout out to my dog, Mike that dude in the building. I appreciate you. Mike that dude, thank you, my friend. Says Jason Johnson says, oh yeah, I read that one. Shout out to you. Mr. Lot in the building says, what up though, Chaser? Stopping by to show love. I've been getting to the money. You know what, Mr. Lot? I'm gonna talk about it. Give me a second. I'm gonna get there. I'm about to really, really, really turn up in a minute. Selfmade, it's Thursday. It's Friday Eve. We got the Patreon live stream tonight. We're going to get there. Selfmade Forever says, 80, I turned 32 today. Congratulations. Happy birthday, my friend. Bag Chasing for life. Happy birthday, Carrie. Also, shout out to you for all of these years in value entertainment. Is it Carrie's birthday today? Let me call her. Call my Carrie before I read the rest of these super chats. Happy birthday, Selfmade Forever. Let me call Carrie. Can't forget our Carrie.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
What is that about? Carrie don't even get out of bed until a certain time, so y'all got to give her grace. Shout out to Chantel Love.
Your call has been forwarded to voice.
Hold on, let me double check something. Let me ask the group. Is it Carrie's birthday today? We're going to ask the group and we're going to go in there right now. Shout out to you, Selfmade Forever. Jack Covington says, my top 5 2025. Where are y'all seeing these recaps at? How come I don't get one? My top 5 2025 YouTube recap had 2 of your channels. Man, shout out to y'all. I love the fact that y'all are here. Nicholson 83 says, can I get a coaching call, bro? Y'all been putting pressure on me for these coaching calls. You know what the problem is, Nicholson? I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what the problem is, Nicholson? I don't know what to charge no more. I know how much my time is worth. There's a true calculation that comes up with that. But I don't know what to charge anymore because the price was, I gave y'all, oh man, the price I was giving y'all before was crazy. It was insane. Nichelle, I don't know what to charge no more. I don't know what to charge. You see, honestly, I'm keeping it 100 with you. It was a steal, but people didn't take advantage of it as much as they. I mean, I was booked to the fucking T. Like I was booked like 3 months out, but I don't know what to charge no more because my time is crazy. And so the problem is that I don't want to. I want to be able to add value to people's life, but I don't want to make it unattainable. But my time is worth too much money for me not to have to rethink it. I already don't charge my Patreon numbers, the amount that the Patreon costs. Some people got in at the $9 tier and ain't never left. You know what I'm saying? Some people got in at the $9 tier and ain't never left. Five Brown says facts. I knew I was robbing AD on the coaching calls from the jump. You know what else the funniest part about that is that I've seen other people's prices and I was like, how? I know you ain't never left. I said, how? How are these people charging these egregious prices for this mediocre? Y'all, honestly, a lot of other people, y'all been paying for the name only. You ain't been getting no fucking value. People charge on name only, just name recognition. Oh, you just want to talk to me? Cool. Nah, I was really working with y'all. I was holding y'all accountable. We had multiple sessions. I was making people millionaires. We was running up a bag. Man, we was really getting that shit. And I wasn't even charging nothing. I wasn't charging nothing, hardly nothing. Just because I just wanted to help people and I wanted to add value. I've never increased the price of my Patreon. None of that stuff. Yep, I was giving y'all homework and everything. Oh, nah, dog. I gotta figure out the number. I do. Whatever the number is gonna be, it's not gonna be nothing crazy. So it's always gonna be to where it's affordable. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be affordable because I'm the people's champ. I'm never gonna get so above myself to where I don't make myself available to people that actually, because the only reason I'm doing the coaching calls is not to make money. If it was to make money, I would have started did it. I would have been doing it. I wouldn't have stopped doing it a long time ago. The coaching calls is not really to make money, but at the same time, if I'm cutting out my time from doing something else in order to kick it with you, I have to start valuing my time differently. You know what I'm saying? So if it was all about money, I would have been doing coaching calls a long time ago and I would have been charging a lot more money. It's not about that. It's about adding value into people's life. But at the same time, I don't want to take away from what I got going on in order to do that for people. So I got to figure out what that number is and get to it. You know, shout out to you. I'm on it, Nicholson. Let me figure out the number. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a separate link just for coaching on the I'm gonna talk to Bitcoin Brown. I'm gonna put a separate link just for coaching alone on the website on AntonDaniels.com. I'm gonna start redirecting y'all there. And then we're gonna go from there. All right. YouTube show, my early recap. Room 9 is number 1. People love Room 9. Millionaire Morning Show. Anton Daniels, Myron Gaines, and DDG. Shout out to DDG, man. Shout out to Pontiac made DDG. Let me pull something. You said YouTube /recap. Recap. I don't know, but it's still not. Y'all sure it's youtube.com /recap? It's not showing like. I don't see it. I see playlists, watch later, liked videos, and history. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm sorry. So whatever y'all looking at, said thoughts on Mark reply. What was Mark's reply? Tell me what Mark's reply is. What was his reply? He replied. Let me go look at it. Y'all got me all over the place. Well, get it out the way. Get it out the way now. Let's get all of the messy mess out of the way. Yes, he did cross the line. Yes, he did. I don't see any replies. So that's cool. He don't need to reply. He good. He's good. We gonna break him down. We're gonna break Mark down one by one. One by one. You know how we gonna break Mark down? Mark Lamont Hill's armor has already shown chinks in it because he's easily manipulated, which shows you he's not as intelligent as you think that he is. He's easily manipulated, and that because see, listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Mark. Shout out to you, Nate, 9282. Here's the thing about Mark. Mark is messy. And we already got a messy. Her name is Messy Mathematician. Y'all didn't realize how messy that he really is. So a lot of people are making excuses. Oh, man, he was hosting this. You didn't know he was always messy. No, he branded himself a certain way. And he'll sell you on the idea. He'll sell you on the idea that, oh, no, it's above it. But you cared enough to actually fly out somebody's wife, former ex-wife, and kid to do an interview because you wanted, that was your way of responding, but it didn't hit the way that you wanted it to hit. Blinker's interview didn't hit the way that it wanted it to hit. Now, what it also proved is this, is that Mark Lamont Hill, Blinker, shout out to Dr. Blinker. What it also proved is that Dr. Blinker actually is a capitalist. So for all of the people that will say, well, no, it's not about how much money you have. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He's listen, these people are dusty. These people are dusty in real life. So he's looking for advice. I told that nigga I'll coach you and help you to get your numbers up. How y'all got a mentor like Joe Budden over there and y'all ain't figured out how to get no money, Mark? How you got a mentor not like Joe and he ain't taught y'all? So wait a minute. So because all my people eating. I'm going to teach them everything that I know. I'm going to ensure that any information that I get, I come back and I bring it back. Joe, he trying to make you look bad. Or maybe he's just not intelligent. You telling me Mark is too stupid to have this conversation with you behind the scenes and ask you, hey, man, can you help me on my Patreon? How is it that I could do things differently? How can I manage this effectively? Did anybody run by you that you shouldn't have reached out to somebody's ex-wife? What part of the game is that? So you violated man law, number one. So you violated man law. Number two, your king ain't helping you get the money that you're supposed to get. Y'all playing spades, but y'all ain't talking about no money. Joe, don't let this nigga drag you down, bro. Queens flip. Call that nigga out for who he is. He no different. He's the same as everybody else. He's a bad capitalist that hides behind his degrees, and he blinks a lot when he's lying. See, he gonna tell y'all that he's autistic. I disagree. And I called that shit out, right? He's gonna sell you on the idea, no, I am autistic. That's why I'm always looking in the sky. Bullshit. Here's the real truth. He's a liar, and he's a bad capitalist. And you've been in the game all this time, and you had all of this visibility, and you've been on all of the major networks, and you've done all of this, and you still dusty. And so now he trying to make you look bad, Joe, because he trying to say that you're not necessarily giving the game. So what a bad capitalist does is they try to hide behind, oh man, but I got these degrees and I got this intellect. And that's what I'm saying. It doesn't translate. It doesn't translate. Their life is not a reflection of how awesome or how smart that they are is better than everybody else. Please stop telling me that results is not the measuring stick for whether or not somebody is smart. Don't tell me that Blinker is smarter than the average Joe, because the average Joe is higher than Blinker. Am I off here? And then he violated man law to try to run up a bag. He got a short-term solution for a long-term problem. You violated man law. And that's why you're getting drugged through the mud right now. Why would you ever do that? And somebody should have stopped him. Ish, Queens, Mona, Joe, Ian, Savon, somebody should have said, "Hey, bro, that's not what we do. We don't reach out to the chicks. That's man, like we don't do messy." And he went all the way to the bottom. So now you're starting to see his real character. You're starting to see Dr. Blinker's character. As long as we protected him as a community, everybody else was like, cool. What he didn't know is that over time, people see your defenders will eventually become the people that have animosity towards you because you're not holding up the standards of what it means to be an intellectual. Doesn't matter what languages you speak. More other people are bilingual also, right? Doesn't matter what languages you speak, but you are a bad human being parading around as an intellectual so that you can try to mask the idea that you have bad character and you have never done anything except for hate on black men, while at the same time not even being able to tell us what a woman is. This is why he's dodging. This is why he's scared. Miss me with the whole, oh man, he don't have time. Have time for who? Have time for what? I'm taking time out of it costs me money. I'm losing money talking about this nigga right now. And yes, he's just another nigga because all he do is parade around and act like and jump on the white man's platform and act like all on Piers Morgan, all of this other stuff. Oh man, he got a bookstore. What? What are you talking about? If that's not one of the worst capitalistic moves, can't help no people. Man, get the fuck out of here. I could tell you what the real play is, but I'm going to save that one for later. I got you. Right now, we just getting off our thoughts, our authentic thoughts. I was talking to Brian last night. We was cracking up. We was laughing. We said, look at Messy Blinker. Look at Messy Lamont Hill. Look at Dr. Blinker over there looking dumb as fuck. I said, Brian, he said he reached out to you. Brian said, I know, I'm about to go to Europe. He said, you coming to Europe, man? And I got to go to Egypt. I said, well, give me the dates. Give me the dates. This nigga over there scraping the bottom of the barrel. Esteemed journalist, Al Jazeera, and you over there talking to somebody baby mama. Hey, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Now, if you gonna breach out the brain, you gotta contact me first. You know what I'm about to do? You know what I'm about to do? I'm about to ball so hard on these niggas in 2026. I'm about to start spending some money. Let me revise that. I spend money already. I'm about to start showing some money. I'm about to start showing money. I'm going to show y'all what balling really look. I'm going to show you what a king is supposed to be like in the United States of America. I'm going to show you all next year and all for the rest of my life. I'm going to start showing money. I'm going to start really showing y'all what's really happening out in the streets. Oh, no. I'm not proving it to them. I'm doing it because I like to, because I have the ability to. I know you and your friends watch. Shout out to you and your friends. Shout out to all of them. I'm going to really start showing y'all what's really happening out here. Ownership of everything. Everything. I own my communities. Listen to what I just said. You're missing it. I own my communities. Oh, I love to flex. I love to flex. I just did a deal yesterday that was so crazy. Me and my snow bunny. I got a snow bunny that I'm working with right now, and we did a deal that was so crazy yesterday. I said, this is insane how much money we getting out here. I can't be out here doing this because it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. Anyways, y'all ready to continue with the show? Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification. Chris got fired on his day off. Yeah, I seen that about Chris Paul. I seen it. Shout out to Cam Cat. Don't worry about it. We love you too. I give a minimal amount of time to people that don't have profile pictures. We got to get started with the show. All right. Give y'all a little bit of housekeeping rules. Again, for those of you that's just coming in, live stream tonight on Patreon. It's already up. 8:35 or 8:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. Also, after hours is at 10 p.m. tonight, so we're going to be kicking it over there. What else we got going on? If you want some acknowledgement, it's best that you get a profile picture inside of the chat. Who is Noel Randall? I don't know who Noel Randall is. Did I hear news about Eldon Campbell? What happened to Eldon Campbell? I liked Eldon Campbell. Oh, he died? Oh, he died during a Florida family fishing trip. Crazy. Hold on. Eldon Campbell, I think he played for the Pistons too. Seriously, he died? He was only 57. Oh, that's messed up. Let me look at this real quick. Eldon Campbell died during a Florida family fishing trip. Former Lakers center Eldon Campbell died after he collapsed following a fishing trip in Florida, his sister said. Campbell had been out on the water and suffered some kind of a medical emergency after making it back to land Monday. It was all of a sudden, he wasn't sick, he was out fishing. She said she don't want to speculate on exactly what caused the issue, and they don't know what happened. His body is currently with the medical examiner, and they hope to have more details surrounding his passing in the next few days. He was a biller and a staple of the family. He's going to be terribly missed. Started at Clemson University before he was picked by the Lakers in the first round of the 1990 draft. He went on to play 8.5 seasons for the Lakers. Finished his NBA career averaging 10 and 5. Nicknamed Easy E for his effortless style of play. Won one NBA championship in the 2004 Pistons. Yeah, he was with the Pistons. He won a championship with the Pistons. Yep, I remember that in 04. Loved throwing lobs to Eldon because he could jump out the gym and had so much talent. Campbell's former teammate Magic Johnson wrote on X on Wednesday, Cookie and I are praying for him and his family as they mourn during this typical time. Rest in peace, Big E. Gosh. Yo, man, listen. Two things to say in this. Number one, don't take life for granted. Don't take life. Man, all of our heroes is getting old, bro. A lot of our heroes is aging. They aging out. And I'm not saying that Eldon Campbell is our hero, but it's an example or a microcosm of what is happening. We getting older, y'all. Chris Paul, the point guard, getting kicked off his own team. LeBron James, he looking older and older every day. I remember when LeBron first got drafted. Now he looking older and older every day. Man, listen. It's a blessing to get older, but at the same time, I can't lie to you. It is something that I probably think about more often than not, as far as what death, what life looks like, and what your life, the totality of what you've added as far as value into this world and life in general. It's not something that I don't think about regularly. Me and Slimmy had that conversation personally. And I'm like, man, it's something that I do think about. LeBron's still a physical specimen, though. Well, it's not about if he's a physical specimen or not. It's about the fact that time waits for no man, and eventually he's going to be hanging up his shoes also. It is. It's getting about that time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching Jordan. When Jordan walk, he walk a little slower every day. You're looking at all of the people that you grew up watching, and they aging out, and they getting older, and it's like, fuck. It is. The second thing that I want to say about it is, because I got, I rescheduled my doctor's appointment for, actually, it's next week. It's next Thursday. So I got to go and get I don't want to mispronounce it. Y'all going to be up here acting a fool. Prostate exam. I got to go get a prostate exam in a week. And so we got to make sure that we go to the doctor. I'm finding myself more focused on health-related things and the things that we do on a regular basis. And, Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis don't even know. Y'all don't even know how old I am. I'm 43. I'm not 42. Bruce Willis is out here. He don't know where he at. I used to watch him on TV. Morgan Freeman. They say Morgan Freeman is you know what I'm saying? Morgan Freeman moving slow, real slow. They say he might have done his last movie with Now You See Me. And it is, man. It's life is precious. It is very, very precious. Very precious. Don't do the prostate exam time. Oh, no, I'm definitely going to get my prostate exam. Carrie, let me tell you something, Carrie. Carrie says, I like that sun on you, Anton. Looks good, sir. Good morning, everyone. Wishing you all a happy, amazing day because you're amazing. Carrie, I just called you. So Carrie, for you to show love, and I appreciate you in the chat, but for you not to call me back is not. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy, Carrie. Carrie gonna type, but then ain't gonna call me back. Carrie, what kind of nonsense is that? I'm not happy about that, Carrie. I said she might have still been laying down.
I'm so sorry. Good morning.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's all I was calling to do was say happy birthday. Now I gotta fight you.
I appreciate it. And my phone is still on silent, so.
Carrie, what is up with this phone on silent thing? I don't understand it. You're woke.
Oh, wait. No. It went off at 10:30. It went off. You must have called me before 10:30.
No, I called you like 10 minutes ago.
Maybe it's on a delay.
Oh my God.
No, Anton, you called me at 10:29, so it didn't unlock it. You called me back.
Oh my gosh.
I'm working on it. As we get off of after hours earlier, I'll be able to wake up earlier.
Carrie. What am I to do with you?
Just keep me here.
You know you hosting tonight, right?
Of course. Looking forward to it.
All right, cool. I think it's well. I don't want to give away how we gonna do it, but I'll have to tell you about it later. Let me I gotta send you some money real quick. Give me a second.
Aw, how sweet. Good morning, everybody. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Thank you for the happy birthdays.
You wasn't gonna make no announcement. You was just gonna let it slip by without no birthday announcement or nothing.
Well, the show didn't happen yet.
That's true. We are gonna have this show tonight, so
yeah.
All right, let me see what I can do. Y'all got my Cash App on 10.
Well, you know, we're very valuable people.
I think y'all be having like multiple birthdays in a year.
No, I'm the December baby. You just have a whole bunch of people who have birthdays all throughout the year. Yes, I'm reading the chats. I see you. Thank you, guys. Y'all are so kind. Thank you, Anton. I appreciate y'all. Y'all so awesome. Love all y'all. Thank you.
Did you just got it, right?
I did.
All right, cool.
All right.
Have fun. I'll see you tonight.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. We all saying happy birthday to Carrie. Happy birthday, Carrie. We love you. All right. Enough is enough. We got to get to the show. All right. Let me read the rest of these super chats and then we're going to go from there. Top 5 coaching calls. Biggest income week of my life, Anton, and it's 4 days left. Let's go. In the Drake voice. Shout out to Carrington Love Jr. Congratulations. Ramsey says, these white people don't consider you American as well. You are West African, more like Nigerian. They don't fuck with you, Anton. Stop going out at my people. Who is your people? Nigga, you Canadian. You don't know shit about what's happening over here in America. Yeah, you ain't think I was going to notice that. You didn't think I was paying attention to the details. I pay attention to the details. You Canadian, my nigga. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about Raheem. I don't give a fuck about Steele. And I don't give a fuck about Bish. What's the other one? And I don't give a fuck about Steele neither. Nigga, you a Canadian. Wagwan Canadian. How a Canadian gonna sit here and tell me about what my culture is inside of the United States of America? You niggas is getting laid off and y'all don't have good health care. Focus on not trying to drop the soap, young nigga. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for the super chat, though. Jason Green says, good morning. Been a while. Appreciate the early morning roasting. Thank you, Jason Green. I appreciate you. Tia Marie says, love you, AD, and I love all of the bag chasers. What up, Nichelle says, good morning, AD. Make it a subscription to the Patreon. $149 a month for a quarterly or a semi-annual coaching call. Just an idea. Oh, but I don't want Patreon to get a piece of that either, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm already not charging enough. I'll figure it out. That's a good idea, though. Sega did it, says, do the coaching calls for free on one of your YouTube channels. No, not going to happen. Spacer says, bag chasers get legacy prices for the coaching calls. Y'all so cheap. You so cheap, Spaces. Thoughts on Mark reply. I don't know what his reply is. Apple Music replay. My number one artist is Chris Brown. Really? How do y'all get all of these? I'll find out later. Mike Will says, AD, question AD, when Zip and them boys was pressing you about why you not helping cats out, why didn't you say anything about the bag chasers? Bro, you shut them dudes down when they started to clown them. AD, you stupid, real is real. Because I was just having a good time. When I pull up to different things and I have people on or I talk to people, I don't be there to promote. Like when I went on Fresh and Fit, I wasn't there to promote. I was there to have fun. I don't feel the need to have to qualify myself because y'all see me every day. So you know what I do. TS Car Wash in Detail says he replied on the latest pod because they talked about the interview with Brian Kidd. Oh, yeah, I addressed that yesterday. Did I just say yesterday? It's nothing to reply to. We all know the unraveling of Mark Lammett of Dr. Blinker. Why y'all just don't do an interview together? Who? Do an interview with who? Who was you talking about? Nichelle says that ninja Mark gonna have to get in line for a coaching call. We got a backlog around here, sir. That's a fact. That's a fact. No more excuses in the building. Says, what up, though, family? Here to show support. Been reading the entire book of Proverbs every day for the last 10 days and have received more insight every time. Just wanted to share. Keep trusting God because he's not finished with you yet. Have a wonderful day, my brother. What up to No More Excuses? What up, No More Excuses? I appreciate you. Thank you, my homie. Big homie, No More Excuses in the building. Thank you for the 100 ball. Just reach out to him to do an interview with him. Reach out to who? Who are y'all talking about? Who are y'all talking about? TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, thoughts on Chris Paul's situation? Time to retire. Go be with the kids. Pow, says Magnetar, so be it, because I'm the one y'all ninjas need to be worried about, partner. Pow. So be it. Because I'm the one y'all need to be worried about. And he put his hoodie on. Ray Sean said it's only up from here. Here's the thing about Ray Sean. Ray Sean is already up. I seen the amount of money that Ray Sean made so much money in one day, in 24 hours. And I'm talking about like literally within a week ago. He told, you know when nigga get money when they show you and then they tell you not to tell nobody. When they send you the screenshot of how much they made in one day, and then they say, hey, but don't say nothing. Don't tell nobody. Like, hey, but keep that on the low. Shout out to Ray Sean. I'm East African, Ethiopian, and the Djibouti. So I'm close to the Somali community. All right, well, we're going to start on you niggas over there in the Somali community. You know what I just heard? You know what I heard, Ramsey, from Canada? All I heard was African booty scratcher. That's all I heard. I don't know nothing about all of this, whatever. You shooting in the sky right now. Because we don't give a fuck about nobody over here except for American. We don't even speak English. We speak American. We don't give a fuck about nobody's heritage. We don't care where you come from. We not interested in negotiating. We don't care about Somalian East booty scratcher. We don't give a fuck about what is happening. We put Americans first. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. We are Americans first. I speak American. I don't speak English. I don't speak Spanglish. I speak American. Salute to the flag. Salute to the military members. Shout out to the firefighters and the first responders. Shout out to all of the people that was born here in the United States of America and has more than one generation here. Shout out to the people from the South. Shout out to all of my white folks, my black folks, all of the people that are American first. That is what we go by. We don't care about none of that shit. None of that. I'm closer to white Americans than I am to any of you motherfuckers that keep on talking about your heritage. I don't care about nothing unless it comes with America first. America first. That's the only thing that matters to me. All of that other stuff don't mean nothing to me. I'm telling you the truth. I don't care about all of that stuff. I don't care about Mexican. I don't care about Canadians. I don't care about none of these motherfuckers. That's y'all. Y'all pedestalize people that y'all don't know in places that y'all ain't never been to. Real talk. Y'all pedestalize that shit. I don't care about that type of thing. Yeah, I'm closer to this. I'm closer to that. Let me tell you something. Them people don't even care about us like that. They don't even speak. But they big old foreheads. They don't even speak. Seriously. All of the men got Rihanna heads, and they don't even speak. Got the nerve to not speak. Boy, don't you know you in my country? You're in my country. We bled for this country. Who are you talking to? If y'all don't stand up during the national anthem, keep bringing y'all all y'all punk ass flags here, what the fuck you doing? Keep bringing y'all own flags. Man, if I see another flag that ain't got nothing to do with Americans, I'm going to start burning them bitches down because I don't understand what makes you think, because I can't do that in no other country. Do you see me trying to get to Somalia? Do you see me trying to get to East Africa? Huh? I'm never going to Somalia. I guarantee you that. I'm never going to Somalia. Give a fuck about what the fuck is happening over in Somalia? I heard y'all down there in Maine acting up. I heard y'all down there in Columbus, Ohio acting up. See, you thought that I was just focused on, I know where y'all at. I know where y'all at. Y'all down there in Columbus, Ohio. Let me pull it up because I was looking at it on the internet. And I heard that Columbus, Ohio, it's a group of y'all down there that's out of control, acting like you ain't got no goddamn sense. I heard y'all in Maine, Columbus, Ohio. Let me find it. Let me find out that y'all acting out. Because, see, we're going to start getting this in line. We're going to get you motherfuckers in line. We're going to start.
If you go to the investigate, come see Columbus, Ohio, fraud investigators. If you go to the government assisted housing areas, you will find that most of the housing is Somalians. I would say about 80% of the government assisted housing in Columbus is occupied by Somalians. And the parking lot is occupied with a whole bunch of brand new cars. And the women walking around have designer purses with EBT cards, and they have Apple iPhones stuck up in their hijabs. Yeah. And then go to the businesses that are owned by the men. Because see, what happens is when you have a restaurant or when you have a little corner store and you have a couple of wives and you only have to claim one, then that means the other wives get EBT cards. And you can use those EBT cards to buy food for your store or your restaurant. Yeah. Or what you can do is you can get a home health aid company. And then you only hire Somalians to work the home health aid. Right. And what you do is you just make sure their paperwork looks right. It don't have to be right, but you just make sure it looks right. And then you send them off for those home health aid jobs. Y'all don't want to talk about fraud.
You know, y'all been scamming for a long time and y'all been getting away with this shit. And for a long time, we've been letting y'all ride. I heard y'all in Maine acting like y'all ain't got no sense. That's what I heard. I heard that it ain't just in Minnesota, Minneapolis. That's what the people saying.
Mr. President, Bobby Charles here, and we've had a dialogue before, but I am here to tell you that we are grateful that you went into Minnesota with your team and you found these fraud rings and these fake nonprofits and these foreign influence operations run by the Somali community, and what you, I think aptly, it's what has been called the Somalia First operation. And the irony is, here in the state of Maine, we are facing something similar. I'm here to tell you that our public reporting, never mind some of the early indications from federal inquiries, seems to be that we have a Somalia First operation here, Democrat funded, out there registering voters at the same time that they literally skim hundreds of thousands, maybe millions off our Maine Care system. As you may know, Maine Care is our version of Medicaid. It is a complete outrage because they are taking these monies from taxpayers in the state of Maine and they are using them to put Somali operators, these Somalia First operators, in our state government, both on the administrative side and on the local side, and actually in our legislature. So my appeal to you is you have done an extraordinary job in going after this Somalia First operation and network, including monies that are sent abroad by these people that seem to have a higher loyalty to Somalia than they do to the United States. And you've done it in Minnesota. I'm asking you, please send the Treasury Department's investigators, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, the ICE investigators, and anybody that the federal government has at DOJ or Treasury here to Maine. And in particular, go to Lewiston and help us, and Augusta, and help us unearth this Somalia First operation here.
See, here's the thing. This is why I like my snow dogs and my snow hares, is because they don't mind snitching. They gon' do it on the low though. Listen, Mr. President, we're appreciative of everything that you've done here in the United States of America. And if you just so happen to look in Augusta, Maine, then you might find and uncover massive fraud to the tune of millions of dollars being siphoned off from American taxpayers over into their bank accounts ending in 763. That's why we like y'all. That's why we like y'all, because y'all don't mind calling the police to get engaged, to make sure that things are addressed accordingly. Yes, it is happening all over. Every single time that I drive by a certain restaurant, they just look at me. They do like this. And I just give them the nod. Because one day I'm going to come in there. Let me see your papers. Let me see your papers. Not the police. This is Anton. Anton from Anton Daniels.com. Because here's the thing. when they say that they're going into Minneapolis or they're going into all of these different places, they're not necessarily just going to find out who's here legally and who not. That's already in place. We got Tom Homan and company. They kicking in doors. They separating families. They doing all of that, right? We already got that locked down. We got that in motion. We're recruiting more people every day to make sure we get that taken care of. What Trump is doing is he's doing a tri-level approach, right? He's not only going after the people based on whether they're supposed to be here or not. He's also eliminating programs that got you here, and he want to know where the money at. Who's sending money and transferring it into Somali shillings? Who's transferring money over into Somali shillings? Who's doing it? Because look, really, they gonna sit over here and parade. They walk around with the AirPods on. They put them around their hat like this. They do. They walk around with the AirPods on. They living in Section 8 housing, subsidized by the federal government. They get Tim Walz to help them. And then they walk around with a mask on. Take that goddamn mask off. Hey, I need to see who's under that. Take it off. Show yourself. Oh no, it's because of my religion. What? You mean it's because of your religion? Take it off. Take it off. License, registration, passport, green card, everything. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. We not just going to keep on having people coming over here doing what they want to do when they want to do it. We can't do what we want to do when we go over to your shithole country. Why y'all over here acting out? And you know what the worst part about it is? You know what the worst part about it is? They think, they honestly believe in their heart. They honestly believe in their heart that this country and the state of Minnesota is theirs. Oh, y'all not going to believe me. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all think I'm lying. They believe that is what's trending. It's called the Minnesota Promise 3,000 years ago. It's called the Minnesota Promise.
Yo, Minnesota was promised to us Somalis 3,000 years ago. And if you disagree, you're an anti-Kushite bigot and you need help immediately. Also, if you read Genesis 12:3, it says that those who bless Somalis will be blessed, and those who try to harm them will bring harm upon themselves.
All right, so let's go to Genesis 12, because I thought that was about Abraham, because, you know, I know my word. Genesis 12:3. We're going to go with the King James Version, not going with this new shit. This was referring to Abraham. I didn't hear it say nothing about Somali. I didn't hear it say nothing about Somalis. This was God talking specifically to Abraham. Said unto Abraham, get thee out of thy country and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land I will show thee. And I will make thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and I will make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them, and him that curseth, and curse him that curseth thee, and thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. And so Abraham departed, and the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abraham was 75 years old, and he departed out of Haran. So, and Abraham took his wife Sarai and Lot, his brother's son, and all of their substance, and that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran, and they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came. I didn't hear anything about Somalis. I didn't know anything. I didn't hear anything about a Somali. Personally, I never heard anything about a Somali at all. I never heard any of them. If a Somali wants to come on my platform, you're going to have to get on camera. If a Somali is wanting to come and talk to me, you're going to have to get on camera. I want to see you. Come on, let's talk to me. You know me. Listen, we can do this the easy way. We can do this the Asian way, or we can do it the hard way. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You're a Somali and want to talk to me, you must be on camera. All right, I'm gonna allow for you to come up. There you go. Come on in. Come on in, Cletus. Come on in, Cletus. I want to see what you got for me. Show me. Show me. Show me what you got in the streets. I want to see it. Look, here we go. We got our Canadian here. You're talking about foreheads, but when you look at yourself in the mirror, you need to humble your. When I look at myself in the mirror, you know what I see? I see a big black dick. That's what I see. I'm gorgeous. And I have a beautiful cock. Gorgeous, and I have a beautiful. That's what I see in the mirror. That's what I see. I see greatness. A good American cock. That's what I got. I don't see no Somalis in the. I thought you said they wanted to talk to me. I dropped the link. Here I go. There we go again. There we go. I see we're going to get there. I see we're going to get there today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to get there today. AD Unleashed. AD Unleashed. Yep. AD Unleashed. What do you mean we in the daycares? The daycares need to know that they American too. What are you talking about? The daycares need to know that they are American too. Y'all better stop. If you don't teach them their history, I will. If you don't teach them their history, I will. Let them pay to insult me. That's cool. They've been stealing all of our tax dollars anyway. I want my reparations. They've been stealing tax dollars. That's what they telling me in the streets. The street said it's crazy in the streets. Dollars. I don't see nobody coming up. I don't see nobody coming up. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that. There's so much fraud, waste, and abuse. Nope. So much fraud, waste, and abuse happening over there in Minneapolis. We don't want to hear none of that. None of that at all. I gotta see what's happening in the streets, and I want to know what's happening out here in your neighborhood. I don't know why y'all keep saying drop the link. Ain't nobody coming up here. Ain't nobody coming up here. I'm gonna read super chats. Enough is enough. Keep on telling me to acknowledge your culture. You in my listen. If I was in Somalia, I would acknowledge your culture. All hail to the booty scratchers. All hail to the booty scratchers. But I'm not in your country. I'm not in your country. So as a result, I'm going to continue to chill. All right. What up to Tazzy? What up to Tazzy says, top of the morning, get money. Get money. Ain't got no money on me. My Levi's is over there. I got on my joggers because black men need to get comfortable because they got to switch out their pants to joggers because when we walk, we kind of got a little bit of a swing to us. You think it's just because we fly. No, we're adjusting, constantly adjusting at all times. All right. Shout out to Call Me Tazzy running it up. 392Q says about to pop the question of my girl soon 80. How was you feeling before you proposed and how did you propose? I didn't propose. You don't want to know. I was just chilling. I was in the car. I think I was coming from the drive-in or some shit. And I was like, man, we might as well just go ahead and get married, right? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. Honestly, listen. Look. I'm a simple man. Life is not complicated to me. How old are you, 392Q? How old are you, bro? That's how I did it. I told y'all that before. Yo, what are we doing? Yeah, let's just go ahead and get married. Skip it. We might as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He said he's 28. Uh, 392Q. Call in real quick. I need to understand some things before you do this. You need some consulting. Before you do it. 392Q, you don't have to be on camera. You ain't got to do none of that. Just give me a call in. Hit the link real quick. Let's have a conversation. Just 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes to vet this out. Because I don't want you to come back to me talking about Anton. Man, I don't know if this is the right thing to do. Come talk to Unc. Uncle's going to get you right, big dog, before we get on with the rest of the show. Legitimately Crooked says top 1% of Room 9 viewers of Room 9, all four my top watch. Shout out to Legitimately Crooked. Yeah. Ramsey says, oh, Ramsey is back. Is that more of your money that y'all been stealing from taxpayers? Most Somalis are American and they are contributing to the economy. I agree with kicking out illegals, but not the legal Somali. What about the ones that are stealing? What about the ones that, if 88% are on government assistance, do you consider that right? Mr. Law says, open up Bag Chasers PD. Everybody get on the floor. Everybody get on the floor. No, you. I want to know what. On the floor now. Everybody on the floor. IDs out. Passports out. I want to know what's going on. Why do you have a Mercedes-Benz in the driveway and you live in Section 8 housing? What is happening? Everybody on the floor. 392Q, I want to talk to you. Ramsey says, if you're about America, how come they keep sending money to Israel? A lot of Somali Americans are for America, but they keep donating to Israel. Trendy says, All right, 392Q, we gotta have this conversation. All right, my friend. All right, you ready? You ready, 392Q?
Yeah, can you hear me?
All right, give me the skinny. You what, 28, 29?
Yeah, I'm 28.
All right, so give me the skinny, big dog. What's the word? How long you been with her?
Going on 6 years.
Y'all got a kid together?
Yeah, we got a soon to be 4-year-old son.
You having any more kids?
It's a possibility
Why you want to get married?
because she been through a lot with me. Like obviously we was like 19 when we got together. I was fresh out the military. Once I got out, I was living in my mom's basement, working
Mm-hmm.
at Spectrum,
Mm-hmm.
and she was there with me.
So you was
She had a
playing cable?
Yeah, I was a cable tech. I was a
Okay.
tech 5. I was going inside people's houses, installing cable, fixing internet and stuff like that.
So y'all live together already?
Yep, I got a house.
When did y'all start living together?
Shoot, probably like 5 years ago.
So y'all been
And
living
I
together.
didn't know nothing about vetting. I didn't know. I just, I was just shoot. We loved each other, and it worked out.
When did you?
She's
How did y'all meet?
Shoot, we met when I was shit. It was Snapchat. I ain't gonna lie, but it was when I was overseas. I was deployed in Afghanistan
Okay.
when we met,
All right.
and shoot, we just kept in touch. Once I got back, I was like, hey, when I get back, I want to take you out. All that. Young man stuff. And then we linked up. She's a great woman. She's a teacher. She's great with kids. Her family is nice to me. My family loves her. She's a great mom,
Uh-huh.
and I don't see,
What's the
what I'm
bad?
saying?
Because you
Huh?
doing the good. You doing the good. What's the bad?
The bad?
Yeah, everybody got bad. What's the bad? Not just with her, with you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, I mean,
Shoot.
like for me, I love the hoes. You know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out, is that gonna prevent me
Yeah,
from being a good person? You know what I'm saying? So
right.
like what's the bad? Like, yo, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I might
So
have
it was bad because
side
I
chick
was
or two.
still, because she's my first ever like girlfriend.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'd never been in a relationship before. I graduated high school doing my thing. I was military, doing my military thing, smashing chicks in the barracks, shoot,
Facts.
Eskimo bros, these hoes and shit like that, all that other shit.
Facts. Okay, I feel you.
And then, shoot, I love the hoe. I do got boxolitis myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. I do.
See that
I
we
do.
got now we
But
getting somewhere. Now we getting
but I had to understand, okay, now I got a family, I got a son. I want him to be in a 2-parent household that actually show love to one another.
no.
That
I get
actually
that
is
part. I get that
that
part.
actually a benefit. And I'm like,
We
so
gonna get
then
we definitely gonna get there. We gonna get to the family part. That's in the
yep.
next. That's 4 minutes from now.
Mhm.
So you still got the box. So still love the hoes. I mean, that's normal.
Right.
We always gonna love the hoes. But here's a question: is there any lingering hoes around? Like, is it still like a one that's still around? Like, yeah, call me one
Nah,
day.
it's none of that because right now I'm a truck driver and I mount TVs as my side business.
Okay.
And I get a lot of compliments. Oh my God, are you single? I never had a man do this for me. Like,
Yeah.
oh, but then I have to think about I could bust it down real quick. But is that worth my relationship to my girl? Is that worth risking? You know what I'm saying? My son not being in a 2-parent household. What's the bigger picture? That's
Facts.
just the
I'm with you.
20% sound good, but she's, the whole 80 other percent that I'm not willing to risk for. So
No. I got you. That's cool. So, all right. So, is that your only bad?
yeah, that was it. I mean, shoot, when we was young, I was like, shoot, I never delete nothing off my phone. She went in my phone. She has a temper, but she went through my phone,
Woo!
Oh, you
Wait a
still
minute.
like?
Hold on.
I was
Hold on.
like,
Hold
dang.
on.
It's like I know I wasn't cheating. She was just saw like all the old text messages and stuff like that. You know, I
Hold on. Wait,
understand.
wait, wait,
Like,
wait. What do you mean she got a temper? What's that?
you know, shoot. She was just she was a hothead, but she went to therapy. She she went to therapy, went like, you know, got that way together. You know, she got that together. And
For
shoot,
how long? For how long she been together?
how long we been together?
No, how long has she gotten it? Has she been getting it together?
Oh, shoot, it's been years. It's been
Oh,
years,
so
man.
she
Shoot.
ain't really popped off lately?
Nah, nope, nope.
All right. What about student loans and shit? She got student loans from becoming a teacher?
Nah, nope.
So she ain't got no debt, none of that?
Nah.
Y'all got any assets that y'all need to worry about?
Shoot, right now it's just my business, but I'm trying to do this vending machine thing, trying to start that up. I'm doing I'm doing research and
So y'all figuring
do,
it out. Y'all getting it together.
right,
Y'all
yep,
figuring it out.
yep,
All right,
yep.
cool. Any other red flags? Any other problems, issues, troubles, anything like that?
Nah. Nah,
Nothing?
I mean when I got with her, I wanted to know will she be a good mother and a wife.
Well, you already
So
tested that theory out.
yeah. So I'm like, shoot, I was like, man, she could be the baddest woman. She can get like, you know what I'm saying, have the best sex, the
Yeah,
baddest, but if she has
yeah.
if she a bad woman, if she's not a good mother, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? So shoot.
Well, I mean, you already done got her. You already had a kid with her, so you already done committed. See, in my mind, you already married, so you might as well go ahead and do it anyway. But
Right.
at the same time, I was trying to figure out if there is any other things that y'all need to solve for before that happens. My only thing is, and the reason that I asked you about assets is because a prenuptial agreement is not necessarily because you think that something is going to happen wrong, or it's not just for protection. It's for clarity in the event that anything ever happens. Because y'all known each other so long and y'all kind of building, I don't really think that that matters. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all getting it out the mud together. So, no, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think that you should make her an honest woman, and um, be a great example for your kid on what family is supposed to look like. I don't see nothing wrong with it at all. I don't see nothing crazy. I think it's normal for guys to still look at girls because it just means that you're a regular, normal, you know what I'm saying, warm-blooded American male. Our eyes is always gonna work, but as long as you're able to control it, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, and that's another thing, and that's one thing she do understand. She was like, "Look, I know you a guy. You're gonna look, but you know." And I'm
Yeah,
like, "Yeah, I understand. You ain't gotta say nothing. I'm already knowing." So
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. I mean, you already get raising a kid. I think it would be more conversations that need to be had if y'all didn't already have a kid together, but you already living together. You already got a kid together. Yeah, I don't see any problem. And it's not like, you know what I'm saying, she just came into the picture. You done known her for a long time. You already know exactly who she is. You know her sentiment. You know her demeanor. Um, yeah, I would say absolutely marry her, 100%.
hmm
That's your chick, bro.
yeah, right on. Appreciate that, and I appreciate what you're doing, man. You helping the young brothers out, man. You know, so I gotta give you your flowers while I'm here. You know,
Man, I
because
appreciate you,
had I
bro.
not ran into you, I probably would have been one of these dudes with 6 baby mamas, 12 kids, fat government assistants.
Yeah, yeah,
Shit. I ain't trying to be crashed out, but I did the right thing. I was raised right. Shit.
yeah.
I mean, can't really complain over here these ways, to be honest.
How's her family? Well, was her family like? What is her family like towards you?
Ah, shoot, they love me, man. Shoot, her mom remarried. He's like a general manager for Ameren, and
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make it so she don't work. You know what I'm saying? He put her mom in a position where she ain't got to work, and I'm just trying to make it my same goal, so she ain't got to work, and she can be at home with our son. You know what I'm saying? Without having somebody else raise, like, you know what I'm saying, teach
No,
him.
no, no. That's dope. The only thing that I will say going forward, because marriage is not about the ceremonies. Marriage is not about relationships, but I'm gonna just say marriage in your case. It's not about the ring, it's not about none of that stuff. The thing that you're gonna have to focus on, honestly, and this is where most people drop the ball, is what does that look like and what does that mean, you know, once you start to get into it, because you're literally making a commitment for the rest of your life, basically. And y'all gonna be tied to each other for the rest of your lives just through the child alone. But the other part of that is what does life look like in different phases as y'all grow? You know what I'm saying? So I'll give you an example. Once the kids start, how old is your kid?
He'll be 4 December 17th.
So he's not even in school full time yet.
Oh no, he is.
He in
He
school full time?
he go to private school.
Okay. Yeah, because like different phases of when the kid is, because a lot of people, and let me tell you why I say this, a lot of people, their goal is to retire the woman, right? But the woman still has to be purposeful. You don't want her bored. You don't want her just winging it. You know what I'm saying? She still has to be a value add to herself as well as to the relationship, because if she get bored, then that leads to all kind of problems. And I think that the conversations a lot of times is, oh man, you know, do I make enough money to be able to not? No. The reason that you want to make enough money to, you know, give her the option to not have to work is so that she can be purposeful elsewhere, such as raising a kid and being there for the kid and stuff like that. So you still have to have the reasons why you do what you do, right? Every phase, I would say, have conversations and start to plan every 5 years. Every 5 years, your life changes and it's going to be evolving. And y'all got to keep growing together or y'all going to grow apart. Every 5 years, your life is going to be completely different than the 5 years before. When you see people say, well, I was like this when you met me, you're going to be nothing like you were 5 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Kid is going to be big. They're going to be going through stuff. Her body is going to change. Your money is going to change. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have some life events. It's going to be stuff that's happening in life. And so in order for y'all to be on the same page, it's not about monotony. You're going to have to rediscover each other literally as you go along. And you're going to have to do that self-assessment, because people that live in contentment, and that's why I say the dating phase don't even start until you get married, because what happens in the dating phase is that you're still discovering a person. You're going to learn stuff about her 10 years from now that she never revealed to you. And that's what I'm saying. Look at everything based off of 1 to 5. When I do my leases and I sign leases for different places here, it's a 1 to 5. It's a 1 year with an option to renew every 5. And what that does is it keeps you on your toes. And you're also going to have to be the example, because you cannot hold a woman accountable if you do not have yourself together. And accountability don't necessarily have to translate into you getting on her. It has to do with you showing yourself as an example. And then she has an expectation of me. And that's how you continue to grow with each other, because she understands what the agenda is based off of where you're going. So in general, I think you're doing the right thing. I think you're on the right path. You just have to continue to assess where you're going, and you're going to have new goals. You're going to make new money. You're going to do new things, but you're going to have to continue to discuss what life is supposed to look like every 5 years, every phase. Even me, it's like my daughter is graduating high school this year. And, you know, what does life look like going forward after that? You know what I'm saying? You got to continue to evolve and grow with each other, but you're doing the right thing, bro.
Right. And then she want to start her own daycare, you know, so that's
But
one thing.
that's a conversation, because it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot out of her.
Mm-hmm.
Any woman starting their own business is going to kick their ass. She may make a lot of money, but it's going to wear on her. It's going to wear on her body. It's probably going to affect what she look like. It's probably going to affect her sleep patterns. It's probably going to affect what her, and that's what I'm saying. These are the type of conversations that you got to have, because you got to set the expectation, and you got to expect for things to go a certain way, because she not going to be the same person as she was before she started the daycare.
Right. Yeah,
And
that's
if you're willing
definitely
to deal with
understandable.
that, then cool.
Yeah, but I just know one thing. I know that's something she's passionate about. So if she's passionate about it, will that make a difference or will it still be the
Nope.
same?
Passion go out the window once you start getting your ass kicked. Especially for us men, we can endure. For women, I'm telling you, bro, they're gonna start being, especially if she start like losing herself, can't identify herself. If women can lose themselves as far as like what they look like and shit like that, if they actually progressing in other areas of their life, they can endure that shit. But if they just getting frumpy and they just getting their ass kicked in general, she gonna want out fast. I'm telling you, listen, you gonna have to, you'll see.
Yeah, but I'm ready for the marriage, man. Like I did my young man thing, you know, I've been in these streets and like you know what I'm saying, handling business
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But you know,
yeah.
it gets to the times like, is this forever? You know, I mean, I can do it forever, but you know,
Don't
I
look at
want
it as
something better.
forever. Don't look at it as forever. You got to live life forever. You got to raise your kid forever. You got to make money forever. You got to work forever. We got to work and bring home resources for the rest of our lives. But we don't say, man, we got to do that forever. No, we just enjoy the journey and we adjust to what we're interested in, right? We adjust to
Mhm.
the opportunities that's in front of us. That's what keep us going. It's incentives that keep us going. So don't look at it like, oh man, I got to deal with this person forever. Look at it as, man, I get some pussy tonight. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep, yep,
Yeah, I'm
yep.
about
I
to get some
feel you
head
on
right
that,
now.
yep.
I'm about to take a nap right now. I'm about to go party right now. You can't predict what's going to happen tomorrow. And if you keep focusing on what's going to happen forever, then you'll never be able to be successful in what you got going on right in front of you. It's called the present for a reason.
Right. And then I just want to make this clear, like, hey, she not one of these party girls who I just got done working like a 16-hour shifts.
Yeah,
Once I got back home, she had my shower ready, she had the food ready, the son was already tucked in the bed,
that's
you
dope.
know. So, you know, it's not a lot of women that's out here that's doing that for their man, you know.
Yeah, she a
So
good girl, bro. Hold on to that one.
mhm.
Hold on to that one. She a good girl.
All right, yeah,
All right.
appreciate you, man.
All right, big dog. Let me know. Keep me in the loop.
All right, yes, sir. I will keep doing your thing.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. So that's my dog. Congratulations to all of the people that are getting married. That's evolving, that's growing, that's becoming successful. It's a lot of people that y'all listening to on the internet. Y'all listening to these bitter bitches. Y'all listening to these dudes that's incels or dudes that don't even know what dick discipline look like. They don't know what being successfully in a relationship or married look like. They don't know none of that. So it's only one GOAT right now, and that's me. Ding. It's only one GOAT. I'ma get you right. I'ma get you right. It's only one GOAT, and that is anti. Is that what the goats do? Oh, and y'all not enjoying life? Is this not the greatest show on the face of the earth? Is this not the greatest show on the face of the earth? Make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel. Go Daniels. I like this. Let me see. Where was we at? About to pop the question. Okay. And shout out to Call Me Tazzy. Okay, I seen that one. Most Somalis, I got that one. AD, watch Black Hawk Down. This is the unintended consequence of the U.S. military in Somalia. I have. I watched Black Hawk Down. It's a great movie. You talk to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, woo, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. Shout out to Q Executive Suite MLE in the building. Shout out to Ric Flair too. Call Me Mr. Bibb says, a little love from the East Side. Shout out to my East Side homies. East Side, Detroit in the building. TS Car Washing Detail Services. Thoughts on them taking Terrence Crawford belts. Look into. I already know about it. Come on, man. I'm paying attention. I love sports and I love cars and animal videos. I don't think he should pay that $300,000 for what? For a belt? Man, get out of here, bro. Don't Terrence Crawford got like 8 kids? Hell no. I would not pay that, sanction and body that for no belt. I would keep my 300,000. Floyd did it. Floyd kept his money. GBH says, good morning, AD. Today's my birthday as well, and I turned 35. Happy birthday to all of my December babies out there. Happy birthday. What are their compatibilities? Oh, that don't matter. That don't matter. Likes, wants, compatibility, none of that matters. None of the bullshit matters. None of that nonsense matters when it comes to being successful in a relationship. Y'all can be complete opposites and do great. Good afternoon, AD. How you doing today? I'm doing better now that I done seen your pretty face. I'm doing incredible. I feel motivated now. I feel like I can do all things. I can do all things. I seen your face, Aaliyah, and I said, she kind of remind me of an angel. You know what I'm saying? She always with me. Always on my shoulders. You always checking on me. You always trying to make sure that I'm good. Why you always checking on me? Why you always checking on me? Huh? I think you love me. I think you love me. You my angel. You're my angel, and I think you want to be my muse. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be my muse, then that's an upgrade. You could be my angel and always check on me, or you could be my muse and be my inspiration. Which one you want to be? But I don't want you to be my muse if you're not ready for the responsibility that come along with that, because then you got to ensure that I'm always on point. It's up to you. It's up to you. I'm blushing. I want to make sure you're good. Okay. Well, let me know when you're ready to be my inspiration. All right, Aaliyah. Don't get me started. AD, I'm in a Patreon. I can't seem to find an interview like a king video. You mentioned before, got something coming up. It's there. What do you mean? Here, let me find it. I think they got a search button on here too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's here. It's definitely here. It's right here. That's it right there. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. Interview Like a King video is right there. All right. Just search for it. Put it in the search bar, Interview Like a King, when you get into the Patreon, and it'll pop right up. All right. All right. Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. What are we getting into now? What are we talking about? What was that about? Y'all ready for the second half of the show? First half was a hoot. First half was crazy. First half was crazy. Best video of all time. That's because a lot of y'all done got jobs and made a lot of money off of that. Let's talk about, y'all want to talk about ICE in New Orleans? Is that what y'all want to talk about? Well, before we go over into New Orleans, let's do this. History, because I was just looking at this video. My history is so wholesome. It's sports, all stuff like that. My history is so wholesome. News, sports, animals. I just seen it. How did I skip down? There we go. There we go. All right, we good.
Entities that are relaying information that would make Donald Trump blush. You all remember these two groups that formed over the past year and a half to oppose the progressive agenda that I put forward for the city of Chicago, also known as the corporate head tax.
Oh, what's the one?
Into opposing our Protecting Chicago budget. This is a dark money pact that raised $10 million, a tenth of the entire community safety surcharge means. Another group, the One Future Illinois PAC, also formed by wealthy business leaders to oppose progressive revenue, has also begun to spend large amounts of money to attempt to intimidate alders into opposing our Protecting Chicago budget. The Common Ground Collective, again, this is the Michael Sachs group, is running a well-funded misinformation campaign about the community safety surcharge, also known as the corporate head tax. They claim that these are $100 million, quote, in new taxes. What they are not telling the people is that this is a $100 million tax on the top 3% of large corporations in Chicago.
Why is he breathing like that? Is that weird for anybody else that he's breathing the way that he's breathing? He's breathing like it's hard for him to talk.
President will be impacted by this tax. In fact, 97% of businesses essentially won't be impacted by this tax as well. And every single business with less than 100 employees will not be impacted. They also claim that the Community Safety Fund does not make any new investments in community safety or youth programs. This is obviously false. This fund primarily goes towards youth programs, including more than $50 million to employ 30,000 young people for this coming summer, as well as funding for youth intervention and diversion programs. It also includes substantial funding for community violence intervention organizations who are on the front lines working to drive down crime and violence on the most difficult blocks in Chicago.
So let me tell you what that is.
They know this.
Let me tell you what that is. That's where the fraud, that's where a lot of the fraud comes in. Community violence intervention programs is the same program that the man that actually got into the crash that robbed the Rolex and the Louis Vuitton store on the Chicago Mall, or was at the Gucci store. I think it was a Louis Vuitton store. And he was a part of that same program. And what that program is it basically give dudes from the hood an opportunity to try to negotiate with the thugs to try to prevent violence and crime from driving it down by convincing them, hey, man, don't go out there, don't sell drugs, don't kill people, don't do this. And basically, it's a way for them to funnel money into the hands of people and try to incentivize them not to kill each other that's out in the streets. That's what it is. So when they say these community violence intervention programs, you're not talking about, police officers or any of that type of stuff. You're talking about them basically taking taxpayer money and giving it to the people in the hood so that they can try to incentivize them not to commit certain crimes. That's what it is. A lot of it, most of the time, get funneled through churches and all of that stuff. But it's a program where they basically take, Big U and all of them, that type of stuff happen. It's a program where they basically funding and incentivizing people to not kill each other by giving them other ways to make money, basically through your taxpayer dollars. So just give me y'all a little bit of insight.
All know this. but they are trying to mislead and confuse the people of Chicago. The ad is filled with asterisks because they know that they are not being truthful. This fund also supports families who have been victims of domestic and gender-based violence. It also supports the mental health of our.
Now, fuck your fund, bro. You can't take my taxpayer dollars and put it into a fund for people that are in gender-based domestic violence programs. So that's what are you talking about? What is a gender-based domestic violence program? What does that even mean?
And truthful. This fund also supports families who have been victims of domestic and gender-based violence.
What is gender-based violence? That's what I'm trying to understand. What is gender-based violence? Man, listen, it'd be so many holes and leaks. Y'all got a $1.6 billion budget deficit, and y'all are talking about making sure that you fund a gender-based violence program. Trans violence. He was over there answering some questions while he was sitting down. He was being grilled. I want to go to
100 residents of 7500 South Shore, the site of the aggressive military-style raid in September, say they've been told by a judge they have until December 12th to move out of the building. They were told this the day before Thanksgiving, and they're holding a press conference right now, actually, in part calling on you and your corporation counsel to intervene and file an emergency motion with the court to give residents more time and potentially resources to get out of the building in 10 days, in the middle of winter. Is that something your administration is aware of? And will you try to intervene? The city has an ongoing case regarding this building.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, ensuring that families in this city have access to affordable and quality housing, that is of great importance for me. It's one of my top priorities in building a safe city. And we've been working with these tenants for some time, individuals that have CHA vouchers. We're going to help find placement for them, dignified housing. We've also been working with these tenants to support them in their rental relocation, operation. Look, our main responsibility, of course, at this point is to keep the tenants safe in the meantime. However, my administration is working overtime with the organizers of these tenants to ensure that they have a place of comfort and a place where they can afford and feel good about.
Do you support the December 12th deadline, or is that something that you think the court should extend?
Well, look, we're going to work with expediency to get these families placed. If there's an opportunity for us to, especially once we locate and find housing, if there's an opportunity to work with the court to provide maximum time for comfort and placement, dollars short of it on speculation.
Would you veto that budget?
Well, look, they're going to have to find 34 alders who can compel working people that they're going to balance the budget off of their backs. They're going to have to go do that work. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the tools that are available to me to protect the working people of Chicago. That is my sole responsibility in this moment, is to protect the people of this city. And here's the thing. We're asking corporations.
Horrible. Remember when Obama wore the tan suit? That's not slapping. That's not hitting. I'm not even sure that I don't think I even own a brown suit. Black, blue, gray, all of that works, and then you can do the different colors, and then you can do different, throw the P coat on it and all of that type of stuff. But brown and blue, that junk, it does look terrible.
3% of them to help us balance the budget with essentially an amount of dollars that account for about 1.6% of our overall budget. My question is, why are they working so hard to protect the people who already have their protector, which is Donald Trump? Every single community group that I've spoken with, I've been all over the city of Chicago, and you know what everyone is saying across the city? These big corporations have to put more skin in the game.
Lies.
That's what this budget does. It's balanced. It protects working people. It protects our investments. It moves us forward to continue to build the safest, most affordable big city in America.
Lies, 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 lies. Nobody is saying, hey man, these corporations need to go put more skin in the game. That's a bunch of hogwash if I've ever heard it before in my life. That is a term that he and Bernie Sanders continue to try to coin and market and phrase, and Biden tried to do that nonsense too, and it is a lie. Nobody is saying that. Nobody is saying that at all. At all. Nobody is saying that. Hey man, the corporations need to put some more skin in the game. Bullshit. You know what people are saying? That we need to cut costs, that we need to go back to pre-COVID spending, that we need to change the way that we do business. We need to have different fiscal responsibilities. We need to get you to lower the amount of police officers that you got protecting you. That's what people are saying. I've watched all of the different community meetings where the people get up there, and I've even shown some of y'all on this channel. I've watched them all. And you know what people say? We're tired of you, and we don't like the fact that you took all of our money, and we didn't forget about the fact that you also used all of that money on them illegal migrants. That was the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing that people said. People were pissed, and he continues to skip right over it. And people were whining, complaining, pissed off because he used hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars on illegal migrants. That's what they were pissed on. Why are you spending our money on illegal migrants? And then I was telling y'all, I said, listen, y'all know this is going to come back to bite y'all. You know, in future budgets, you're going to suffer, right? You know, in future budgets, you're going to suffer. They spent, oh my God, 2022, 23, 24, man, they spent all of 23 and 24 hunting. They were giving landowners and building owners big bags. They was getting finessed. They was getting bent over, and they didn't even treat them like they didn't even do it gentle. They didn't even do it gentle. You know what they did? They treated Brandon Johnson and their administration like a hoe. Didn't even use no Vaseline, didn't even use no lube. They just used spit. You spit, bent over the politicians, and just took them to town. Just took them to town. No Vaseline, no lube, no nothing. Just raw dog. Raw dog. Took all of y'all money, all of y'all taxpayer dollars, and gave it over to the illegal migrants. I remember I was sitting right there, and I was like, this is not going to be good. This is going to come back to bite y'all, Chicago. And then I asked the people. I said, yo, y'all cool with this? And you know what they said? We not even concerned about that. Our vote don't count. It really don't matter. It don't matter what we do or whatever. Our vote is not going to count. I said, not even locally? They said, yep, not even locally. I said, all right. Well, I guess that's what we doing then. Now they get that paperwork in the mail and it's saying property taxes is up 133%. Then they want to be, we need to mobilize. We need to get involved. Too late. Too late. It's too late now. It's too late. Ain't no getting involved. Ain't no trying to figure it out. It's too late. Now, all of the businesses is left. All of the police officers is leaving. The attrition rate is crazy because the police officers is finding other jobs elsewhere where they're actually supported. The YNs was out in force, terrorizing everybody. Now you stuck with Brandon Johnson. So now, instead of him being accountable for what he did, he's telling corporations, hey, y'all need to put some more skin in the game. Here, let's look it up. Spaces gave me a good idea. How much money has Chicago spent on migrants? I think it's way more than this. Way more than this. They say $638 million. I believe it's more than this. The city's spending website indicate over 400 million spent as of June 2024. The city report stated 638 million was paid out in vendor. Now remember this, y'all, because I need y'all to understand how budgets work. All right. The way that budgets work is it's not truly captured by how much you spend in vendors. That's just a portion of it. You're also talking about schools, infrastructure, city services, police officers, buses, all of that type of stuff. And all of that stuff then gets hidden. You're talking about crime. You're talking about all of that. The true cost you will never know. This is what I call creative accounting. I guarantee you the real cost is billions. Billions of dollars. The real cost is billion. That's what they spent. That's what they sent to vendors. Look at the words. That is what they sent to vendors. That is nurses, housing, assistants, companies that come in and say, hey, man, listen, we can help you with this. That's vendors. Just vendors. One says $76 million was allocated to equitable social solutions. Boy, if that's not a finesse, if that ain't the finesse name, I don't know what is. And the state of Illinois announced a plan to spend $160 million to address the migrant crisis. Billions. $253 million went to favorite healthcare staffing, which provides staff for shelters. Bro, are y'all looking at these numbers? $253 million for staffing at a shelter. Staffing at a shelter. $253 million to favorite healthcare staffing. Watch this. Look how hard it is to find favorite healthcare staffing, and then they put a company under a company under a company under a LLC under a company that's under a company that's owned by a company that's owned by a shell company that's owned by somebody that's in Art Basel in Miami right now. Favorite healthcare staffing is owned by the Acacium Group, a global healthcare staffing company. The acquisition was completed in January 2022. Favorite Healthcare Staffing operates as a part of them, which also owns other U.S. healthcare staffing divisions, such as Sumo Medical Staffing. Which was owned by a private equity group, Compass Capital, with 2 Ks. The fuck is we talking about, bro? This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Let's go down the path while we at it. Look at these stock photos. Look at these fucking stock photos of this dumb site. This is so dumb. About careers. FAQ, profession, benefits, specialties, job seekers, workforce solutions. Where the pictures at? Look at these stock photos. There she is. Not a chocolate face in sight. I thought that was about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Riley Barnes, Paul Brown, David Collier, Anna Craig, Keenan Driver, Andrew Gosney, and David Opperman is the Chief Financial Officer. Wow. And Amanda Hoffman. Wow. And it all goes back to the big old Chicago aldermen. I wonder if these people are at Art Basel right now. What do y'all think?
I also want to ask you a non-budget question. I don't need any applause, though.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll just give you one of these.
Okay, I'll take it. The Chicago Board of Ethics fined former Inspector General Joe Ferguson.
Hold on.
Question. I don't need any applause, though.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll just give you one of these.
Okay.
Oh my God. What the fuck is happening, bro? America is over. Our country has been invaded and the people are stupid. It's just so stupid, bro. This is the dumbest thing that I've ever seen in my entire life, bro.
I'll take it. The Chicago Board of Ethics fined former Inspector General Joe Ferguson $5,000 for
a plan that's been put out that would raise property taxes. And while there are aldermen who don't want to borrow for those operating costs, as far as I'm aware, no one has said they don't want to make those payments at all. Do you think the CTU is, as you said about the others, being misleading and lying about what's on the table?
Well, there are alders that have floated the ideal of raising property taxes. They have. You know, they're not coming out saying it out
property
loud
taxes
because,
already up.
For whatever reason, they don't have the fortitude or the gall to actually state their position out loud. You know, so that is something that alders have expressed. And, you know, as far as making sure that our firefighters, you know, get the contract that they deserve, that's in this budget, right? I mean, we worked hard to ensure that, you know, our first responders are well paid and compensated. And, you know, I don't think it's off track to ensure that working people get their just due. And I think finally, many people have longed for an education system that would be fully supported by a mayor. That's who they have in me. I was at a community function that was organized by Apostle Abercrombie on the West Side, and he was distributing goods to families. I mean, long lines, and a woman chased me down. I was headed, you know, to my vehicle, moving on to my next stop, and these folks had been in line for toiletries and food and furniture, coats, you name it. They were in line for these services. And she chased me down and she said, Mayor Johnson, what are you going to do about these public schools? And so I asked her what her name was. She told me her name. I want to know what you're going to do about these public schools. I asked her how many kids does she have. She told me how many kids she had. Once again, just what are you going to do about these schools? I said, what grade are they in? I was trying to get to know her and understand what her motivations are. Eventually, I told her, I said, we're going to release $500 million into our public schools. That's what the CTU is fighting for. And you know why they're fighting for that? It's because that's what I've been fighting for my entire professional career.
And you know what else? Chicago public schools is facing a $734 million budget deficit. $734 million is what they're facing as a budget deficit in the Chicago schools. If Chicagoans knew their budgets as much as I know their budgets, they would be okay.
There's never been a mayor in the history of Chicago to ensure that the millionaires pay their fair share in taxes. So no, it's not misleading. It is right on. As long as I'm mayor of Chicago, I have put more skin in the game in the fight for public accommodations than any other elected official in the history of this city. Name one outside of me that have starved myself, that have taken arrests, that have gone on strikes, that have led organizing campaigns across the city and across this country to ensure that our public accommodations are actually fully supported. And yes, that includes our firefighters. And yes, it includes our teachers. These are the people who make up the soul of Chicago. No, that's not misleading. What these corporations are doing is an absolute failure. It's a lie. And so, no, I think what they're doing is advocating for working people, and they should continue to do that.
I'm gonna end this segment of the show about Brandon Johnson talking about this, and I'm gonna just say this one time. All right. You will never, ever, under any circumstance, be able to solve for your city's problems by having a war against businesses. You will never, ever be able to solve for your city's problems by having an anti-business climate, by making it difficult for businesses to be able to thrive in Chicago, and they are leaving in record numbers. Small businesses, large businesses, they're all trying to figure out where they're going to go next and how they can pivot because they're already suffering. I don't care if you're Democrat. I don't care if you're Republican. I don't care what you are. It does not matter what your Green Party, independent. Under no circumstance do you declare war with the business community. It's never, ever, ever going to play out in your favor. I don't care what your position is. I don't care if you're the mayor, the governor, Congress, House of Representatives. If you're the president of the United States of America, you do not ever, ever declare war against the business community. The business community is the ones that actually keep this entire country afloat. It's the dumbest thing that you could ever do. Ever, ever. You have to work with them, not against them. You can't come on TV and every chance you say is business is bad, business owners are bad, businesses are bad, this and that, so on and so forth. You can't do that. You can't go on a crusade against the very people that pay the majority of the taxes inside of your city and provide the jobs. Biggest falsehood that I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, but then the business community are the only ones who get bailed out. Bro, let it go. The auto industry, who supported the majority of the jobs, and the banking industry, regardless of whether we liked it or not, or how corrupt they were literally the only ones that got bailed out. Most businesses, banks, small businesses, auto companies, most of them just go out of business. They file for bankruptcy and they go away. Most businesses go away. I'm telling you the truth, bro. What other businesses are you listening to and that you're aware of that got bailed up? You're just saying talking points that you heard on the internet. Most businesses die. Banks fail every day, B. Credit unions, they fail every day, B. They die and they fail. They collapse every single day. Every day they collapse. Most business owners that I know, the ones that wind up becoming successful, you know what they had to do? They had to fail multiple different times and mess up their own money before they eventually made it. They just had to endure that shit. Nobody comes and saves business owners, bro. What businesses are you aware of that got bailed out? Most businesses go to die. They fail. Every day they fail. And most businesses are small businesses. I don't know where y'all be getting this info. Where y'all just be saying stuff. You say anything. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Yeah, but the businesses are the only ones that get bailed out. You know, the last people that I seen get bailed out, all of you punk asses that took out these PPP loans and these unemployment benefits. That's where all of the money went. So much fraud. So much fraud everywhere. Fraud was everywhere. You know who getting bailed out right now? Somalis, with all of the fraud that they got going over there in Minneapolis. Businesses get bailed out. Where? Where are these bailouts that I'm not aware of? Oh. Anyways, make sure you guys hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Read some of these super chats. Tropical Empress says, hi. Oh, wait. Shit. Many blessings to you. I see you changed your profile photo. Okay. Now we working with something. Now listen, I want to know who I'm talking to. I want to know who I'm talking to. She said, hi, handsome. Did you haven't hit me up on Instagram yet? What's your Instagram? Show IG. Let me see your IG. Send me a DM. Let me see what your IG looking at. Don't call me handsome because you know I like that shit. Got your shoulders, your clavicles is popping and stuff, all of that stuff, man. What? TS Car Wash and Detail Service says, you saw the Diddy documentary yet? I'm scanning through it. I gotta watch it in total for the film fights on what's going on. Focusing on me, period, says AD. Can you tell me more about being a chaser? What do you want me to tell you about it? We talk about money, we talk about success, we do meetups, we do all kind of stuff together. The chat can tell you about it. The mayor just be talking nonsense, says TS Car Wash and Detail Service. Concrete Jungle says, this is off topic, but your bold Mark Lamont Hill interview Brian McKnight's kids on his Patreon. Dude is foul. That's y'all king. I thought that was y'all king. Blinker, not y'all king. He making up new BS terms. His head is fresh as TS Car Wash and Detail Service. Flywell says he's being watched by the cartel who control him. J Ben, what up, J Ben? Says, I'm mad you made us pay attention to the passer of Chicago breathing. I can't unhear the TD Jakes in his voice now. Asthmatic, alphabetic, phonetics. Junior the DJ says, good morning, AD. Shout out to my fam, John Dosh. Competing in the NFR to Vegas tonight, number 4 in the world. Let's go. What up, though? And it's the fact that they always get away with it. Always, says Aaliyah. Aaliyah in the building. Elim says, never trust a man that doesn't wear a double knot or double Windsor knot tie. Everybody is leaving these failed states and running to the South, and I can't stand it. And they bring in their voting ways with them. Chef the Checks in the building, 398. Preach. I wish the government can bail my detail business. Talk about it. Businesses go out of business every day, B. Every day. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. All right, what else we talking about? Let's see. We did Chicago. Let's get into, I want to get into some money. I do want to get into Tim Walz a little bit too, but maybe I'll do that later. Oh, no. We got to talk about this too. The chick that got punched over at NYU. Have y'all heard about that? Then we're going to get into the...
NYU student speaking out after she was randomly attacked in Greenwich Village. A 20-year-old student was on her way to class Monday morning when the man just ran up, slapped her, and then threw her to the ground.
Yeah, and this morning, the man who allegedly attacked her is behind bars. And we're learning that he has a history of trouble in the past of attacking women. So let's get to Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lance, live for us in Greenwich Village with what we know so far. Shantae.
Pedro and Charlene, good morning. It's kind of your worst nightmare as a student or walking the street of New York City, a random attack and being targeted, not knowing why. That's exactly what happened, and it was caught on surveillance right here in this area near NYU. You can actually see this girl walking down the street from her class. It was around 9:30 in the morning, broad daylight, and then the suspect walks up on the side of her, winds up, hits her on her backside, and then hits her again before walking off. She, of course, reported that to police. He was later caught yesterday, actually, and he was identified by police as 45-year-old James Rizzo, who is homeless. He was arrested yesterday after police responded to a 911 call. They found him sleeping inside a nearby apartment building near Washington Square Park. Rizzo was charged with assault, sexual abuse, and also persistent sexual abuse for his history of assaults on women. He was released from state prison in September after serving 2 years on a persistent sexual abuse conviction. Rizzo has 16 prior arrests. Court documents revealed that 2 years ago, he groped a 33-year-old woman's breast on Green Street, also here in the Village, and then asked, "Oh, you want more?" Rizzo also has a prior murder charge from 1997.
What? Oh, man, this guy got a rap sheet. A long rap sheet. This nigga got murder charges, out of jail. He been arrested and charged 16 times, and he's still walking around on the streets of New York. All right, let me ask y'all a question. How are y'all getting out of prison so fast on murder charges? I just want to know. I'm asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. How are y'all not in prison for murder charges? I think it was finger banging chicks while they was walking. That's not what they said, but that's how I interpreted it. Finger banging chicks while they walking, slapping hoes, throwing them to the ground, asking them if they want more. And you know what the funny part about this is that she's walking in New York City on her way to NYU. She's walking in New York City at 9:30 in the morning. And do you know this nigga got away? They didn't arrest him until they found him sleeping in an apartment building later on that night. They didn't even arrest, catch, none of that. They didn't arrest him until they seen him, caught him later on that night in an apartment building. Somebody said, bro, what possessed him to do that? Well, it could be a couple different things. It's cold outside. It's cold outside. Everybody don't want to be outside in the cold. And so they said, you know what? I got friends in high places. And so let me make some moves. Might as well get my slap on while I'm doing it. Might as well get my slap on. And they slapping hoes out there in New York. Y'all didn't know? New York and Chicago is a slap of hoe cities. Women been getting slapped, bro. That's the biggest stories that's been happening. It's been multiple men slapping. They participate in the slap a hoe program. And it's been happening in New York and Chicago. That's been popping. The slap a hoe program is on the move. It's got new recruits, former recruits that are getting out of jail. Grope and slap a hoe is in the building. I don't know what y'all thinking. They slapping chicks in New York. That's the number one profession of anybody that's walking out the street. When you walk in New York, you got to keep your head on a swivel. When you're walking in, no, Chicago had a slap a hoe too. Seriously, when you walk in New York, you got to do like this. You never know when you're going to get slapped. Because he slapped her on the butt. Came out of nowhere. He literally ran up on her. And he cocked back. And she was in shock. She was so in shock, he pushed her head to the ground. Happen every day, B. Happen every day, B. You thinking chicks ain't getting slapped? Well, they are. They definitely getting slapped.
Surveillance video shows a student walking to class on Monday morning at NYU, and then you see somebody creep up from behind and hit her and then pull her by the hair to the ground. Alexis McAdams is live in New York's Greenwich Village with more. Hi, Alexis. Good morning.
Dana, good morning. Well, we walk around New York City all the time, and you got to keep your head up.
They should not be able to be walking around the street freely, targeting girls and doing this. This just shows that you really need to reflect on who you're voting for and supporting right now, because New York needs help, and we're just not getting the help we need.
Even she's smart enough to say that, listen, the city is broken. New York City is broken. New York City is broken. Even she's telling you that the city is broken. And you need to be careful who you're voting for. Now, what they're going to start sending out to y'all, and I want to make sure that y'all understand this, what they're going to start sending out to you guys is social workers. Because this is not a medical emergency. This is not anything that you should be concerned about. You got slapped, and it's okay. So now, what they need you to do is call a social worker. They want you to call a social worker. They slapping home.
Freaking out right now, but I decided to make myself feel better. I feel like talking about it and letting other people know, and be aware will make myself feel better. So if you're a young girl living in New York City, and going to NYU, please be careful. I was just on my way this morning at 9:20 a.m. walking to class on Broadway off of Waverly Place where that Fresh and Co is. And as I'm walking with my headphones on listening to music, I feel something slap me so hard, literally.
Let me tell y'all another thing that y'all always doing. Always got these headphones on. Always got the headphones on. Y'all keep y'all a pair of headphones on. Y'all be so unaware. You so unaware because you always got headphones on. Look, bro, when I wear my headphones, a lot of times I'm not even listening to anything. Y'all be having noise cancellation, all of that stuff, having the music blasting. Y'all don't even know what the fuck is going on around you. You don't know if people are yelling for help. You don't know if it's a man that's about to play slap ass on you. You don't know if you're about to get assaulted. You don't know nothing. Y'all literally are walking around confused. Don't even know what's going on around you. And you got those stupid headphones on, and it's going to cause you your life. Walking around with them headphones on and not be in situational aware. You already by yourself.
Really on my ass, so hard. And I was oh my God, ow, that hurts so bad. And I was I thought it was one of my friends. So I was gonna turn around and be ow, that hurts so bad. Why did you do that? But when I turned around, I just saw this old white guy. And right when I turned around, he grabbed my fucking hair like this and yanked me and threw me to the ground. My headphones went fucking flying, and I was just on the ground. And I saw him just bolt away down Waverly, and I was holy shit, what the fuck just happened? This group of girls, they're so nice. They came up to me and they were they helped me up. They're are you okay? What the fuck just happened? And I was honestly in shock. I wasn't crying yet, and I was oh my God, what the heck?
Most women are completely unaware of their surroundings. Look, if you're driving in a car, right? yesterday. I was jumping in the car and I was trying to get the lady that was next to me at the lights attention to let her know. So I'm in my she's on the, you know, across on the passenger. So I roll my window down and I'm like this. Hey, 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 hey. Wait, hey, hey. She just like this. She just talking on the phone, just don't know shit. Her whole dress is getting wet and dragged in the snow because it's stuck in the door. Her whole dress is dragged and stuck in the door and it's got snow on it. And she just completely situationally unaware. Hey. I see people, they put their phones up on their windshield. Women putting their phones up on their windshield because I don't see it from gas. Women putting their phones up on their windshield. I guess it's like a pop socket or something like that. I seen a chick put their phone on their windshield, on the driver's windshield. Not on the windshield, on the driver's side window. She had her phone on the driver's side window talking. Have y'all ever seen that shit before? How you gonna have your phone pinned up on the driver's side window talking? I said, these chicks are so dumb. These chicks are so stupid, bro. I said, so they can record their TikTok videos, but why is it to the side? Why is it to the side, though? That's for TikTok videos. I seen a TikTok advertisement for that mount. That's so dumb. That is so dumb. Got to be situationally aware. Make sure you guys hit a like for your algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. So stupid. TS Car Wash and Detail Services, they get off on them charges because they be like, I didn't do it. Okay, you're free. Don't do it anymore. Yeah, all right. James XL Gerf says, my sister had a dude staring at her while he was gooning in Chicago on vacation in daytime. They sick out here. Crazy. It's this Asian woman what everybody is coming at. And I wanted to share her video really quickly. Shout out to my Asians.
You know, it's actually.
Shout out to my Asian women.
You know, it's actually kind of crazy because as a landlord, I deal with people who don't have a lot of money. I used to invest in these areas that were really not well off. And you kind of see this pattern with like the language of the poor. People who are never able to own houses, like people who have struggled paying rent, this is their language, the language that they speak. And it's interesting because when I talk to them, I have to change my entire mindset. When I talk to them and engage with people who are from this mindset and or from these places, if I'm out in the wild and I see people like this, I have to mirror match because I can't come at them the way I would come at someone who is equal to me in terms of financial success and mindset, right? This is a different mindset. This is the mindset of someone who is consistently poor, and it's a language. The language that they speak is very, very reactive, as in things are happening to them and they can't do anything about it. It's this constant mindset and thus language of saying things like, well, you know how it is. I've never paid a living wage. Well, you know how it is. Inflation is just out of control. I'll never be able to afford whatever. It's always like this negative, like, and I always have to mirror match, even though I totally don't agree with any of it. And oh, you know, it's just hard these days. I'm never going to reach those things. Nobody can. It's impossible. I literally have to like, totally. Yeah, no, I get it. Like, how could anyone survive in this current climate? I can't say the truth. I can't say the truth. Well, actually, here's what you can do. Well, actually, here's what you can do. Well, actually, this is what you, I can't be that person because that's not what they want to hear. They don't want solutions.
That is a fact, and I've been saying that a long time. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. Dirty woman says, "Pardon me." People are already, look, Azriel, equal. Code switching? What is this lady talking about? People are already coming at her. Like, people are already having a conversation about her. When I talk a lot of times and people be like, look, check this out. I'm gonna show you something. I'm about to show you her comments. Found fable books. And I want to start looking at some of these people too. Well, of course, this is going to be their profile photo.
You know, it's actually kind of crazy.
Found fable books. Oops, hold on. Let me get that right.
You know, it's actually
says spoken like a true landlord. Where's the comments on? Oh, here we go. The way you say these people make me realize why there's not empathy in this world. Spoken like a true landlord. Privilege is invisible to those who have it. And then this person said, in the comments with a brick wall. Commenting so the algorithm brings me back when life humbles her. These are the type of people literally that she's talking to and talking about. They're literally talking about, these are the type of people. And so what she's saying and one of the things that she's referring to is how everybody wants free housing. It's not what she says, it's how she said it, which is ironic. What do you look. Dirty woman. Listen, babe. We have to get out of our feelings. Do y'all realize that people that are successful and have money and have resources, they don't even have to say shit? This is one of the reasons why y'all think wealth whispers. It doesn't. If you go over to Art Basel right now, Art Basel over there in Miami, they got helicopters flying off of billion-dollar yachts. If you go over to Monaco, it's crazy over there. And guess what I've learned about people that have resources? This is what I've learned. To people that they actually value, they don't mince words. To people that they value, they don't waste time trying to figure out how to say it. They just say what the fuck is on their mind. They're not wasting time. They spend their time on building. They do what they supposed to do. And if you got a question for them, they just give it to you straight. Hey, man, you fucking up over there. Y'all, Just a Brown Girl in America, you know what she's trying to communicate. Why are we so easily offended instead of trying to figure out where the gym is? Why are we so easily offended instead of trying to figure out where the gym is? She's absolutely correct. The language of the poor always runs in the Victim Olympics. And then people will say stuff to me like, well, you could have said it differently, or I could not say it at all. Fuck you. Or I could not say it at all. I don't have to make you feel good about what I'm saying. You ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the truth. The language of the poor is to blame the man. The language of the poor is to say it's the system. The language of the poor is to complain about your circumstance. The language of the poor is to say, oh, we need free this. We need universal basic income. We need free health care. We need free food stamps. We need free rent. We need to freeze the rent. We need free. That is the language of the poor. They don't say, how can I do better? They say, why didn't you take more money from them and give it to us? That's the language of the poor.
Just more problems, because it means that they actually have to take action and change the way that they think and the way that they act. It's much easier to just be consistently victimized, because once you're a victim and you're really comfortable being a victim of your circumstances, that's your identity. That's your language. That's how you talk. Right? I see it all the time with job seekers, people that are angry at recruiters. I'm a recruiter by trade. And I see people all the time be like, well, recruiters never get back to you. And all the jobs are given to the immigrants. And all these H-1B holders are taking all the good jobs. Like, that's the language. That's the language of the have-nots. Right? So when you hear that language, you can all you can say is pat them on their back and be like, I hear you, and move on, because they will never, ever see or do anything about it.
And most people, they'll just be like, oh yeah, you're right, you got it. You know what? Yeah, oh man, I feel you. They're not going to correct you. They're not going to give you a different set of information. They're not going to give you a different perspective. They're just going to let you, because ain't nobody about to argue with you about what's best for you. You the one that's poor. You the one that's broke. Why am I sitting here arguing with you and I'm up? It's funny because an old conversation, and I think that I had years ago with this guy named Zip. Some people may know, some people may not. Conversation resurfaced. And people say, yeah, man, you can adjust to any environment. Because I understand how niggas talk. And I also understand how people with resources talk. And I know what people that are productive talk like. And I know all of this stuff, right? I hear how people talk. And in order to be, and you know what they want to do? Hey, man, listen, we need to get some money and we need to do things differently. Fuck that. What money? Your watches must be fake. Go show me the papers. It's like, what are you talking about, nigga? Like, maybe you should have did your research. Nah, fuck that. Your watch, nah, because let's get to that, though. Your watches must be fake. Well, the paperwork on them joints. I just got out of prison. I just did 18 years in the joint. I just did 18 years in the joint. Let's get to that, though. I'm like, how ignorant is this imbecile motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here with M's in my account, and this nigga is sitting there telling me, what the paperwork at, though, son? What the paperwork, son? And I'm like, at first I'm thinking to myself, should I waste my time or should I stun on these niggas? Because you know what black people know, you know what they listen to? They listen to the language of stunt. They listen to the language of stunt. They don't listen to information, knowledge, none of that stuff. You got to go and shit on them. You got to go and drop an M on their head. You got to go and buy out their building. Let's get to that, though. You know what I'm saying, son? Never told on nobody. Like, nigga, ain't you like almost 50? Why are you still having a conversation like you having Arrested Development? And I never told, son. I never told. Like, dog, you still having the same conversations, nigga? Oh, I said, what is wrong with these ignorant niggas?
Because I don't know. I don't know where you're from, son, but over here in NY, we turn up. We get to that. We don't take no shorts, no losses. All right?
I said, dog, your couch got a cigarette burn in it, though, dog. Why is you talking to me like this?
Because I can, son, and I pay my dues. And I just got out of jail. And I've been out here. And so I'm going to figure out where the money is. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to figure out where the money is. But I know that you ain't got it. You ain't got it, son. You ain't got it like that, son. Ah! Ah!
I said, these ignorant motherfuckers. Ain't got a pot to piss in. And he telling me what I don't have. Oh, shit. I thought it was hilarious. And it's funny that resurfaced. You know, I see a lot of videos that I did or conversations that I had. And he do. He talk like that, don't he? And let me see if I can pull him up. Give him a little bit of shine. That was over 2 years ago. Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna play it for y'all. I'm gonna show y'all how he talk.
Shit to me, nigga.
Nah, nigga, let's you want to board
I'm
the seat,
telling you
nigga.
straight up. No, nigga, I don't care. You try to flex that shit, and I said what I said. I wouldn't give a fuck if you had a couple billion out here, nigga. You supposed to have more than me. I just did 18 in the kid. But I
More than nigga, listen for 5 seconds so you can actually make some money, nigga.
I just did 18 in the can, son. You supposed to have more than me, son. I don't know what to do.
And I was like, he talks just like that. I'm not lying. Y'all thought it was a skit? No, I'm telling you, that is real.
I just did 18 in the can, son. Cause shit'll get real in the field.
I said, man. So when I talk to the niggas in the streets, a lot of people don't even know that was an 85-inch on that wall. That's how big my fucking wall was. When I talk to them, it's much different than I talk to my Asian Malaysian people.
They will never see solutions, and they will never take action to solve their own problem. This is a poverty of the mind. This is what it really is. Apparently, I'm being dragged all over this app for...
Wait. Y'all thought I was joking? Y'all thought I was making it up? That's how he sounds in real life. I can't make this up, bro. I can't make this up in real life.
For telling the truth about investing in real estate in America, especially to people who think that housing is a given right and feel entitled to your property. They can't make their own money to buy a house, but they damn well feel that your house should be theirs for free. It's alarming how many comments I see now on all of my videos about how many people want literal free housing. I'm Chinese. Let me tell you a little bit about free housing and communism. When you create a communistic system in which there are zero rewards.
Y'all want to hear how he talk again? All right, let me see if I can find it one more time. Let me see if I can find it.
The overwhelming majority of what happened, we can keep it from there. Who the fucking music?
Exactly. In the clothes.
We all affiliated with the drug. without going by that illusion. My son said,
You got
I genuinely
nowhere. You go from the plain Jane joint to the rich and all of the I'm Chinese shit.
No, that's how he talked, bro. He just talked like that. I don't know how he got like that. I don't know how he started talking like that. That's how he talked.
Ingenuity and hard work, as in you live and you just get a place to live. You were born into this earth and bam, here's a house for you. You know what that's like? Do you understand what rations are? No, the majority of you are totally ignorant because you don't know what it's like to live in a truly communist state.
I never know where I may pop up. Sometimes I'm in the big, and intelligent conversations, and then other times I'm at the bottom of the projects talking to people about
what's going on, son.
And it's all, it just is what it is.
My parents came from communist China, and I know all about that. I know so much more about what it is to practically live in a communist country where there are, like I said, zero rewards for ingenuity. You don't get to live a better lifestyle than other people because everyone is living the same lifestyle. And you know what that lifestyle is? Poor. You know what China was like when we were actually communist? Poor. Everyone poo-pooed Chinese people. Everyone thought we were losers and bums.
And all of y'all want to be just like communist China. Y'all want to be socialists. Y'all want to be communists. Y'all want to be diversity, equity, and inclusion. Y'all want all of this nonsense. And she's trying to tell you, I was in that YouTube bando. Everybody, you lying. Zip took his first 10 YouTube checks and cashed out on a 30-gram rope chain. Shout out to Zip. Shout out to Zip, man. God bless Zip, bro. I don't have nothing negative to say about Zip. But it's illustrating my point, is that she is right. If that's true, y'all, that's a wild boy. If that's true, that's a wild boy. But I mean, the language is different. And I think that we need to change the way that we communicate. I'm going to talk about it a lot more about your mindset. That's what it's going to be about tonight on the Patreon live stream. It's going to be about mindset. Julian, DEI has everything to do with this. 100% it does. 100% it does. I'm going to talk about mindset, having a business mindset, and, how you navigate through certain landmines, whether you're talking about corporate America and all of that stuff. I'm going to talk about that on Patreon tonight. All right. So the link is, the post is up on Patreon, and we gonna rock out. All right. All right. All right, let me read some of these super chats, and then we gonna figure it out. Thoughts on Snoop and Daz situation? Yeah, I've been paying attention to that. Daz, Snoop bought Death Row. Daz is saying that he still owe him money, I think because of his publishing and all of this other stuff. Whenever money starts to get involved, it starts to get murky. Money will ruin AD. The Patreon is not good for us UK people. Tomorrow is so much better. No work on Saturday. Y'all want me to push the Patreon out? Yeah, Dad said he owned the trademark for the paw. Y'all want me to push the Patreon out? Some people that's overseas and in the UK are saying that they want to push it out. Sabrina says it doesn't matter. All right, so think about it like this. Because these are your fellow bag chasers. All right, think about it like this. I don't have no makeup shows on the weekend. So if y'all want to do it on a Saturday, then y'all can. But if y'all want to do it tonight, it's up to y'all. If y'all want to do it on Saturday, because I don't have a makeup show, so I'm not live streaming on Saturday at all. If y'all want to do it on a Saturday, y'all can. If y'all want to do it tonight, it's up to y'all. I don't have to do a poll. I see what y'all saying inside of the chat. Everybody is saying tonight. Well, y'all just going to have to catch the re-upload if you watching it somewhere else, all right? All right. Tonight it is. The people have spoken. People spoke. Y'all tripping, you know dang well that lady, what that lady is saying, and it's true. I would just tell them the truth. Do something with yourself, child. Yeah, the Daz and the Snoop situation is it's unfortunate that the friendship is broken up. People can't handle the truth, hating her for it. Shit. I hear you, Tropical Empress. I hear you. Goodbye, AD and the Bag Chasers heading to work now. Awesome live stream. What up, Julia? Have fun at work. Shadow Dragon TV says we see more people argue the knowledge from someone who is their obvious superior instead of taking it in and assessing the information she cooking. Zip Couch from Bob's Discount. He got monthly installments. It's Concrete Jungle. Dirty Woman says, hey, AD, sending love, hopping off for a client call. Jesus Christ is King. Shout out to you. Tropical Empress says, the people who do not have money want proof. I might have to get you on a show or something. We'll figure that out. You got the face for TV. Elam says they say stupid like everybody ain't able. Manny Plays PC says, what's that from, Anton? I need a good laugh. Talking about the zip thing. AD this mentality. Nichelle says AD this mentality happens right here in the chat. It does sometimes. It really does. People being here every day talking about how they wish they could afford the Patreon. Like, huh? If you have a $20 problem, it ain't even $20. Sounds good. AD, I'm game, babes. Hey, send me a DM on Instagram. We'll see what's happening. Shout out to Anthony. I appreciate you. Big Boy says he sounds like the mad rapper from the 90s. He does. Bitcoin Brown says, 80, we got to get you on tour, boss. You be cracking us up with the impersonations. Now that was in a YouTube bando, says Mr. Hot. Zip. Y'all crazy in the chat. Zip took his first 10 YouTube checks and cashed out on the 30-gram rope chain. Oh my God. AD post a link to the Confessions of a Convict video. Nope. Him talking like that is a side effect of having his man butt taken to prison. Mr. Lot says, what's up, pimp? This threats.
What's up, pimp? This threats. I cut a nigga off. What's up, pimp? This threats.
From the song on the Black Album. Yeah. Yeah. Good show. Good show. The 3 hours be flying by fast. It's already 1 o'clock. Jesus. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon tonight. We own it. I'm going to holler at y'all later. 392Q says, appreciate the call. Definitely gave me some more insight and better understanding. Keep doing the good work for us. I'll let you know when I do it. Bet. Keep me in the loop. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm out. Peace.